What are you telling me, man? We deserve it, don't we? Hola chicos, ¿qué tal? Welcome to Rosario. Behind me is the face of Manuel Belgrano, one of the holy triad of the revolutionaries who managed to free Argentina from the Spanish rule. I think some letters have fallen from there. It can't be oid. Anyway, mortales el grito sagrado, libertad, libertad, libertad. And we have an eternal flame and some kids, as per usual. Here lay the rests of the Argentinian soldier for freedom. And that's one of the guys responsible for that freedom. As for this very phallic symbol, it's basically the memorial for the Argentinian flag. You see, back in 1812, Belgrano raised for the first time this flag here, the blue and white Argentinian flag, to symbolize the independence of Argentina from the Spanish. Of course, Argentina was not immediately a new country. It took about 40 years of continuous warfare to finally come to Argentina as we know it today. Now, most of you know the flag with the sun in the middle. Inti, the Incan symbol for the sun. That was added later to symbolize a strong connection between these people here and the Incas, whom the Spanish fought with all force in the previous centuries, and the dawn of the new nation of Argentinians. Now, unfortunately, the whole square is under renovation. Look at the Rio Parana monument, man. Rosario, world capital of football. A huge quantity of football players were actually born here in Rosario. Remember, the stadium of Newell is called Marcelo Bielsa. At the moment, Angel Di Maria has returned to his childhood football club, Rosario Central. We will see him tomorrow play the derby against Newell's.
Lionel Messi made his first football steps here for Newell's Old Boys.
As for this huge chunk of water in front of me, this is the mighty Parana River. And you wouldn't be mistaken to call Parana River the source of life and all the problems of Rosario. This here is the second biggest river of South America, second only to the Amazon. Its origin lies in Brazil, with the confluence of Rio Grande and Paranaíba, and it creates this huge basin, man, from Brazil to Paraguay, even Bolivia. Look at this, man, so you can see the point of confluence of the Parana River and the Iguazu River, which is there. Iguazu River is a lot more, brownish. So in other words, that part, the clear water part, is the part that passes through Rosario. So that's Brazil, that's Paraguay, until it reaches Argentina and ends up in the Rio de la Plata. Parana River transforms Rosario into one of the biggest ports of South America. Now, it doesn't have the spotlight and the attention of Buenos Aires, which makes it ideal for the entrepreneurial plans of every single cartel here in Argentina. Rosario's drug problem is so serious, man, that the cartels did not hesitate to threaten players like Angel Di Maria, who ended up coming back here, and Lionel Messi, to actually not come back here, mainly because of the attention and the spotlight, that these kind of players bring with them, The cartels wanted Rosario to stay in the shadows. Let's see how this will work for them now.
Hola, señor. ¿Es posible ir en la casa natal de Messi y después en el Museo de Deporte?
Sí. La casa de Messi creo que no es posible visitarla, ¿no? Es particular, ¿no?
El uruguayo que tenía era que hace un juicio por presencia, ¿viste? Como la imagen de él. Sabe cualquiera. La verdad que está llegando a la zona de Newell y la cosa te...
Barrio Messi. Aquí es.
¿Dónde es la casa de Messi?
Donde tiene banderito en la reja.
Ok, gracias. So this is where the second god of Argentina was born. What are you telling me, man? Look at this, the entire neighborhood is packed with a lot of colors and a lot of murales. Messi was 14 years old when he left this place for Barcelona to receive his treatment and become who he became. Check it out, man. So this is Messi's school, actually. And look at this gorgeous graffiti, man. Flipping hell. Can you imagine little Leo playing in here? So believe it or not, this is a museum of sport of Rosario, and for one reason or another they decided to build it next to one of the most dangerous areas of the city. Let me show you. So we are here, and according to the cabbie, this is a no-go zone, which was the place where Messi was born, and this absolutely postmodernist building
Is built right next to it.
This is broken. Sorry, por favor, no tocar. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Proper shadow fighting. Have you seen The Raging Bull, where Robert De Niro is... actually, the film is starting with Robert De Niro shadow fighting, you know? What a moment. Fighting with yourself. Just look at these two chaps, man. We are where we should be. Look at this hand, man. Look at it. It's not the size of the fingers that matters. This is not a sport that I understand, so let's move on. This is one very gentle sport that I tried once, fell into the sea and abandoned all hope. Look at this, Angel Di Maria. Bloody hell, this is insane. And Gabriel Batistuta was also from this area. Are you joking me, man? Javier Mascherano. Fucking hell. Maurizio Pochettino. And just look at our guy, man. Messi. Leo. 1864. The Englishman. That's the name of a ship. Reaches Rosario. The first railway workers arrived. Which basically means that football arrived. Look at this, man. They haven't updated the World Cup. Weird. This is the first thing that I would update. These are all the stars from the Santa Fe area, which went on and conquered the world. Look at this, Mascherano with our shirt, the Liverpool one. This is where we belong, don't we? Look at this man, Ballon d'Or. When the fuck are they going to give it to Salaman? Mohamed. Ballon d'Or 2025. Come on. Let's pay our respect to Isaac Newell, man. The guy who is responsible for this football club. Mr. Isaac. Pionero, maestro, educador. And it's interesting to think about the colors of Newell's, man. I mean, the red comes from the cross of St. George, of the English flag. What's interesting is the black one, which is from the German Empire. You know, Prussia with the Hanseatic League, who, if I'm not mistaken, was the origin of his wife. Was it his wife? Anyway, don't quote me on any of this. But yeah, man, Newell's. Let's see what they will do tomorrow. Estadio Marcelo Bielsa. What a legend. What a coach. For all the animosity that the Argentines have against the Brits, mostly based on the Malvina incident, on the Falkland, you know, the Falklands situation. I mean, the effect the Brits had on Argentine football, man, is massive. Everything, absolutely everything, started from the British influence. And that's not something to forget. Look at the bridges, man, of the Rosario parks. Look at this. Is this the pinnacle of romanticism or what? Let me show you this tree, man. I mean, look at this pesky bugger. Look how many spikes it has. Flipping hell, the tree hates us. What do we reckon? Very Corinthian style. I'm not gonna lie, man, the Greek influence of the thing is spectacular. Right, so the stadium of Newell's Old Boys is right over there. However, I'm not going to show it to you today. Now, I am going to show it to you today because you're watching the video, but I'm not going to show it to you right now because I have a surprise for you, man. You cannot believe what this lot here did yesterday. They did what they call el Banderazo, which was basically an open training for the fans to come and celebrate the team and give them courage for tomorrow. And that, my friend, was an absolute sensation. I haven't seen anything like it, to be honest. So whatever you do, sit back and enjoy the spectacle. See you tomorrow at the game. Bye-bye. The Derby of Rosario is in 2 days. Today, however, Newell's has an open training. And they have invited some 30,000 fans to make the team feel energized. Look at the boys, man. So behind the trees is the Marcelo Bielsa Stadium. And look at this line of people waiting to get in. What's going on, man? Look at this queue, it's never ending. So it seems this is a new stand for this already very beautiful stadium, and let's go check the bar playing music.
Rapiña, caramelo, golosina.
that this man, the line is moving. To be fair, I was hoping to actually get to see something, a game in this place, because I find it very beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful stadiums in Argentina.